My name is Nitin Shukla, and I am the founder of Chainframe. We are a startup based in India that uses blockchain to solve problems in governance. We are here participating in the last round of the GovHack series, and that's why we're here. What our products do is that they basically help governments manage public finance better. And what that means is, by using technologies like blockchains and smart contracts, what the government is able to do is to draw a straight line from the origin of a fund to the very last person who is supposed to receive it. And the way we achieve this is by tokenizing the fungible asset that you use initially, like a rupee or something. But instead of that rupee, you spend crypto vouchers. And these vouchers go into the system and then can be redeemed at that last mile for any goods or services that citizens might want to avail. And so in that process, what you end up with is a nice kind of, clear path between the origin of a fund to how it was utilized. And so you end up solving problems like last mile invoicing, concurrent audits, being able to realize by and large the outcomes that you expected or anticipated when you were designing a policy. And so that's how our platform kind of simplifies the way that money or assets move in the public system and are able to do things for people. No, but we as a point, we don't talk about that because, it may be one of the byproducts of what we do, but essentially we focus first on being able to help governments. The administrative machinery itself is boosted before everything else. And then the second component is that last mile citizen who is disenfranchised, who is not able to access their rights, who may receive money in their bank accounts, but they may be not able to use it for a variety of reasons that are local. Maybe someone takes your money at the last mile, maybe your money gets stolen, maybe you are overcharged for certain services. And so by introducing these vouchers at that last mile, what you end up with is a citizen can now purchase grain for himself at the village level using grain coin, which is a coin that can only be spent at grain shops that are government approved. And in that way you have a clear kind of mandate with any kind of expense that you make that is sent out to people and that they have to spend it in a certain way. And the philosophy of it is kind of oppressive if you think about it. You want to make sure that you kind of give people the authorship to spend money however they like. But in terms of defined policy outcomes that governments have, this is a great tool to help you achieve those policy outcomes and measure those policy outcomes as well. And data is a huge problem in India at that last mile. It's important for us to be able to understand what our money is doing. Especially if we want to encourage people paying taxes. We don't pay that much tax in India, A lot of people don't pay taxes. Look, I feel extremely positive about the whole thing. We're in Dubai, where we're in a place which is in, I think, a transition. And that transition enables innovation in a large number of ways. This is a place which is open to ideas. It's open to exploring how the world is going to look, not just for itself, but for other countries and other regions in the world as well. And I think that someone needs to take the lead here, right? Inherently, countries and governments are slow. They're slow-moving bodies. It takes time for things to kind of move forward. Typically, it starts by the public sector kind of, making an innovation, and then policy and governance follows that as a reactive process. So I think that being here is an important and positive thing for us because we get to talk about what we're doing at a grander scale. We get to explore some of the opportunities here. We get to also think about, some of the problems here that we can address. For example, if we're in India, we talk about basic fundamental problems and that we're trying to solve using blockchains. If you transport the same ideas we use in India and bring them to Dubai, then we're talking about how can we improve things like smart cities. So the discussion immediately is escalated to a completely new level. And that, I think, enables us as not just as an organization, but also kind of helps us diversify the range of things that we can offer. And so we're really happy to be talking about our solutions here. And we're also really happy to be participating here and getting all the attention that we are. It's amazing.